Good morning and welcome to my Thursday. I'm all alone at IB's, but not for long. I had a much better night's sleep last night. The night before, I'd had a weird, if you didn't see yesterday's vlog, I had a really weird resurgence of my COVID symptoms from when I had COVID a couple of weeks ago, or however long ago it was. They just reappeared and as if by magic and then disappeared again. It was like an on and off switch going on and off. But anyway, that was all in yesterday's. Today, yeah, I've had a much better sleep. We did go to bed awfully late, but I've got up at 8:45 because cleaners are coming at 9:15. IB works, he runs a business from where he lives. There's like outbuildings and things here where there's offices and various different places, and the workers come in and out of the house as well. So he has cleaners for the business, but they come and do the house also. So yeah, they're due soon. So I'm going to be like trying to edit my entire vlog from yesterday from scratch now because I didn't do it last night, and I'm going to have to move from room to room to be not in their way. So oh, it's okay, I can do. I've done it before. Anyway, I definitely need to make myself a cup of coffee and get started on that because it's, you know, it's getting on for 9 o'clock now. The coffee pot is on and much needed. My gigs tend to be at the weekends, especially on Saturdays. However, it is Thursday today and I have a gig and I've got a cunning plan. Like, so I wanted to spend some time here this week with my other half, but this is how I fixed it. So Hugh is going to collect me at 5:15 because he's not too far from here and it's on his way to the gig. So he's going to pick me up, and then after the gig I'm going to go back with Mick to my house. So I am actually going home tonight, but not till very late at night. So I'm just keeping an ear out for the coffee. It does very quick if you put boiling water in first in the bottom chamber. When I'm at home, I just tend to put cold in. It's just a total habit. It seems to take longer to me on these electric hob. I tried to speed it up by putting hot water in. Yeah, it's nearly done already. I can't wait. I always look forward to morning coffees. I might try and have a bit of a rest at some point before leaving. Given that I've been having these resurgences, I feel fine at the moment though. Oh. I was wondering if it was being triggered by just overdoing it, because I've had some fairly busy days this week, and then I was heading off to this session last night with IB thinking, oh man, is this a good idea? Am I going to set my recovery back? And woke up just astonished this morning at how well I felt again. And I felt fine in bed. So it was really weird, yeah. I kind of went there, I felt iller again on the journey there. Got in, not really feeling very well in the session, and then just went ding, and felt all right again. It's just literally halfway through playing a tune, and it was just like ding, oh, I feel all right again. Like, honestly, it's like a switch being switched on and off. It's weird. One yummy coffee. Right, I've got 10 minutes before the cleaners are due. I'm going to go and get on and make a start. I'm having a take 2 at that walk. I didn't quite manage yesterday. My step count for yesterday was shocking. I was in the car going back with IB, and you know, I get a bit bored and look at my phone sometimes when I'm in the car. So I thought, oh, let's see how many steps I've done today. 3,500 all day, and that included the walk. Oh my gosh, that was shocking. Anyway, so I thought, right, let's get one in today now. I don't want to be overloading my whole brain too much or working right up until it's time to go today, because I want to be a bit rested for the gig, and you know, with this weird up and downy COVID luck, I don't want to push it. Though that said, I think I probably have been. But anyway, oh, it's looking beautiful here. It's a very lovely, calm and still day. Look, can you see any movement in those trees? I cannot. I have my coat on today. If you watched yesterday's vlog, you will know that there was a bit of a pint incident in the pub last night. So this is what happens, right? If you play... Oh, hang on, let's wait till the lighting's a bit better. This is what can happen. I'm just going to stop because the shadows are coming in and out all the time and I'll be annoyed when I'm editing. This is what happens. If you play traditional music in pubs, you have probably experienced this phenomenon. People buy pints. They don't have beer mats. They're on tables. They've got condensation on the bottom. They're a bit slippy, you know, potentially. And then the tunes start. Everyone's like, yeah. And they're all stamping their feet and really getting into it and sort of very exuberantly stamping their feet. It sends shockwaves through the wooden floor, which then sends shockwaves up the table into the table and into the pint, and then with every foot stamp, and everyone, mind you, is all stamping their feet together at the same time, then it goes drum, 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 drum. And if there's the slightest bit of slope on the table, the pint migrates slowly in the time of the foot stamps till it gets to the end, and then boom, gone. Happens so often. And that is what happened last night, and it went sploshing up the back of my coat, which I am now wearing. And it's not even lovely, delicious smelling beer. No, it is stinky cider, which I'm not a fan of. But I can't smell it, it's fine. I need to figure out how to wash this coat. I just surface washed it last time. I don't want to take out the whatchamacallit, waterproofness. I'm getting distracted by a barge coming. Look at that silt all rippling up. It's very visual. Anyway, for our gig tonight, we are in Gloucester. It's a wedding. Yeah, I was going to say I'm pretty sure it's a wedding. I am sure it's a wedding. It's definitely a wedding. Oh, hello, ducky. Duckies, plural. There is another one, honest. There she is. Hello. Hello, my pretty. I just heard a great splash. These ducks keep flying and then landing into the water from flying, which is quite cool. And then they've got this thing where they stand up really high, like on their legs, and upright, sort of vertical, and have a big wing shake. I keep missing it with the camera, but it's kind of spectacular to watch. Can you hear that calling? Oh, there it is, the man. A shepherd, I presume, is calling his sheep. And they're all sort of paying attention to him. They're coming over. Oh, there you go. It's like call and response. Well, they're not coming now, are they? Oh yeah, some of them are moving. Kind of nodding their heads as they go. Whoa, there's loads of them. Loads of them, all marching over. There he goes, in amongst them. Just put my phone on to see the time. And look, my Duolingo app is giving me the evils. Look at those slitty eyes. Oi, come back on. Yeah. Because I haven't done it yet today. I was a little bit out of routine today because I thought the cleaners were coming at 9:15. I wanted to get some work done, you know, at least get my editing file set up so I could start working on it, and then it would be just easier to move just the laptop rather than all the different cameras and SD cards and fiddly bits and bobs. But anyway, they were like over an hour later than they were due. I mean, there's no worry that IB's quite flexible. He's quite happy about that. He knows about that. They just, you know, they do their work till it's done and they go to the next place, I think. I didn't do my Duolingo first. I might do some this afternoon. I might have a little cup of tea and a sit down and do some as a restful activity before going out at some point. IB's due back in about 20 minutes, which is why I have turned around now to go back and spend a bit of time with him. This lunchtime. I'm back from the walk, as you can see, and do you know what my weird boyfriend was doing when I came in? And he's permitted me to tell you about this, right? Because I'd said, come on, I wish I'd call that on camera, and he said, well, you can tell them about it. Or he was proposing to reenact it. I said, no, the moment's gone, I'll just tell them about it. I can't do things on purpose and pretend it's real. I can't. I don't have that level of skill. Anyway, yeah, he was talking to himself. He was having a wee, chatting loudly to himself with loads of figures and maths, right? And I thought, what's he doing? He must be something to do with work. And then he flushed the loo and he came out and I said, were you talking to yourself? He went, oh, because he didn't realise anyone was listening. He was working out how fast he was peeing based on a rough approximation of the quantity of urine in relation to the amount of time it took to come out, and he was trying to work out what volume of urine was coming out per second. This is what my boyfriend does to amuse himself, because he likes to be entertained at all times, and if he's doing something boring like having a pee, he will think of something in his mind to amuse himself while that is happening, and in this case it was a mathematical equation. So there we are. I am going to do something that's just really not very interesting for the vlog, but I'm thinking if I do some editing now of this, what I've done so far, I won't have to spend so much time tomorrow editing, because I won't be able to edit tonight because I'm going to be out gigging. So yeah, I know. I really don't like doing too many vlogs about editing, but obviously it does take up a huge chunk of my time every single day. Well, 6 days a week anyway, so it does happen. But what I like to do is get all that stuff done and then start the vlog in the afternoon, ideally, but just hasn't quite worked out like that these last couple of days. I just kind of gone with the flow and done what I felt like. But anyway, right, I'm gonna stop rambling on now and I'm gonna get to it. It's 3:20 now. I still haven't had any lunch. I'm making an IMO type meal for our lunch. I don't know if IB's gonna have any or if he's gonna have it later, warmed up. I'm cooking wholemeal pasta with it. I've got the usual sorts of things in there: mushrooms, courgettes, red peppers and red kidney beans, and various seasoning. I normally religiously only use tinned tomatoes with no flavouring, but there's a bit of a limited supply, i.e. there aren't any, so I think I'm going to try this Morrison's tomato and vegetable pasta sauce. I'm normally not a fan because they've got sugar in and they're a bit sweet, but I actually, you know, unusually I quite fancy it not being not sweet, so I'm going to give it a go anyway. And there is passata, so I mean there is that, but do you know, I'm going to give this a go, and then if it's not quite enough for that pan, I'll top it up a bit with the passata. That's what I'll do. Sorry, I just whacked you in the face then. Sorry about that. It's in. Kind of smells to me more like ready meal than home cooked. But anyway, I'm sure it'll be nice. That one jar definitely will be enough. It's ready. IB can't have his now. He's got to go and drop a van off. But anyway, look, I just want to show you this colander. Now, I am not a fan of colanders that have a handle like this, in which the boiling water can accidentally fly up the handle. You know when you like tip in a pan of stuff, maybe you might have this in one hand and you're tipping your pan of pasta to strain in there. If the water goes on here, the boiling water can go up the handle and burn your hand. So there, I think that's a bit of a bad design. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Just what the doctor ordered. I haven't had a proper meal for 2 days, I don't think. Because what did we have last night? A load of rubbish, and the night before. It's just coming up to 5 PM now, and I'm leaving in 15 minutes, theoretically. I've had a bath, I've got changed. I actually have got a dress on. I've lost my one tidy cardigan. I can't find it. My one, I'd say, weddingable cardigan. So ideally, I wouldn't wear a big green fluffy jumper to a wedding, but I am, because I think maybe I should go and buy another one. It might turn up yet at some point somewhere, but it might not. And anyway, I think I need at least 2. I've made myself a coffee in this very bright and cheery mug. And you know, at the bottom of the cup, there's a big smiley face right on the bottom of the cup as well. So when you have your last swig, it smiles up at you. Very cheery. I'm actually all packed up and ready to go. So what I'm going to do now is have 15 minutes on Duolingo, because it's what I've been saving for the last 15 minutes. Actually, no, I need to clean my teeth as well. I'll spend 10 minutes on Duolingo, then clean my teeth. Yes, this is good. Look at that. We're in Newent at the moment. I'm with Hugh in the car. Stopped at a red light at the moment. On the way to our gig in Gloucester. We arrived at the place, and there's a... Is he gone now? I've got the camera out because there was this bat. It's coming in and out and in and out. Oh, there he is. I don't know if the camera picked it up because it's a bit dark. But yeah, did you see that bat? That was so cool. Oh, there he is. Yay. Well, we're in and we're set up. We're going to do a sound check shortly, but behind a curtain, which is behind me, they're all sort of chit-chatting and wedding-ing, so we're trying not to disturb them too much, so we're holding off with the sound check, but I think we're going to start any minute now, so better get my flute out. Quite a ceiling display, isn't it? Look at that ball spinning around there. They like to keep changing colour all the time. We've got classical music or classical style music playing through the PA today. That makes a change. It's normally always very copyrighty pop music. We've been directed to like a mess room, which is the staff room, up a flight of stairs, going up the side of a building, where we can go and make ourselves tea and coffee if we want and use the toilet. Hugh has gone up there right now to scrounge tea. I keep changing colour. It's the lights in here. Proceedings are slightly delayed, so we're just waiting for the go-ahead to do our sound check, but they're eating desserts at the moment and they'd like to do it in peace with their nice classical music, not our banging sound check. Oh, that's a nice cup of tea Hugh's just gone and made me. Very nice and strong. We've already done one set and they went out to do photos with sparklers in the dark. Now they're back in again for another set. On our way back, I didn't film much tonight. It just wasn't a very filmable evening, as quite often is the case. As you can see, it's lovely weather for ducks again. As usual, the sat-nav has been a bit confusing and we've gone the wrong way, but it's only added 10 minutes onto the journey, so it's not a big disaster. I just got home. It's 12:15 at night, or 12:15 in the morning, whatever you want to call it. I am absolutely, honestly, so tired. I am looking forward to my bed. I tell you what, I'm not setting my alarm for tomorrow. I need to have some rest. I feel absolutely shattered. I had to take a paracetamol in the gig, to be honest with you. I wasn't feeling the best, wasn't feeling the worst either, just pretty grotty all round really, but not terrible. Obviously I managed to play my flute all right and get through the ceilidh. But yeah, it was absolutely a lovely crowd again. They were so nice, a real joy to watch on the dance floor. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed, I'm tired. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a like if you happen to like it, subscribe down below to watch more videos from me, and I will see you in the next video. Good night.